right now we're gonna have a ride of about 30 minutes all the way to our Explorama main office. So from this Explorama main office, we're gonna catch our boat. So officially, welcome to Iquitos, everybody. Iquitos Mosquitos. Sounds like, right? A lot of people confuse the word Iquitos with mosquito. The one is resting on the forest floor. The one on the right hand side is resting on the forest floor.
Oh, it's like Cambodia.
And you can
Just
barely
like
see the
Cambodia.
river, and there's several floating houses on the river. All right, this is the way. There is charcoal so far. I see bananas over there, plantain, and many local fruits. All right, and many vegetables too. Look all the vegetables. People see all the vendors, little tables on the street. There is fish and pineapple, and there is dry fish. There is fresh fish. There is papayas and lettuce and chicken and yuca, the long tubers, manioc. They're selling ceviche in those little glasses, plastic glasses. And look at the turtle eggs. See the turtle eggs? See the turtle eggs? Very delicious. There is more fish.
Oh my God.
Hot chili pepper, a lot of vegetables. A street. It's a prosperous street. All of the houses, well, most of the houses are shopping centers, gift shops. Some families have their business right on the first floor, and they live up on the second floor. All right? Until 7 or 8 p.m. But some people do not. Some people don't care about siesta. All right? They just keep their business open.
The whole house is
And there is the
metal.
blue building I was
The
talking
red
about. And on the left side, on your left hand side, you're gonna be able to feel. All right? The houses are around the soccer field. But there is the Eiffel House. Right there. The whole set is metal.
Whole house is metal house built by Gustav Eiffel.
This is considered the banana market in Iquitos.
Oh.
It's a market rich in potassium. This is our main office.
Here is the amazing.
They're gonna put the private luggage right there. There's bunches right here. We can have passport.
Oh my God, this is the one that you have to travel in.
We always catch the natural air conditioning.
Yeah, I'm going to finish my trip then I will think about job.
Yeah,
No, I'm from Manila.
That's for them.
I know.
Wow, imagine 30 to 40 feet above water level.
So we are at Siba Tops Lodge. Just arrived by this boat.
Finally, 100 feet. But there's many shuttle places. Okay, if we go upstairs, alright, amigos? Come on. Finally.
Finally, she's on Amazon River.
Yeah, yeah. Amazon, and then the lodges here. Walking from our beautiful, beautiful lodge. Look, the sky is dark, it's gonna rain. We're gonna experience Amazon rain. Off to Yagua Indian Village.
I would say from this building, probably 7 hours to the city. They're going so slow, 7 hours. And they also stop in every village, picking up carbon plastic. And beans, and
This
corn,
is rice.
and bananas. Something they can harvest before it floods again. Alright? Yes. You can drive, yes.
45.
Movie. It'll be like this.
African queen.
But that was taken in Africa.
Nice view of the Amazon, right? Yeah. Attilis is the scientific name of the blue-gray dolphin. They feed on fish, but they're mammals, right? So they need to come up for air every 5 minutes.
What's the maximum depth right now?
In the main channel might be like 90 feet, 100
Really,
feet.
that
Whoa.
Look on the white trees, how high the water was last night.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Termites.
What do you mean, last night?
Last May. Last May. Oh, I wish last night. They're hollow trees. They're hollow. During the
Secropia.
high water season, there is millions, billions of ants living in it.
Oh.
So they're helping each other. There is some symbiotic relationship going on, right? And the tree produce sugar.
That's 100 feet.
Into the jungle.
Yeah, it does.
There's a red flower back in there.
Yeah, right there. See it?
Is anybody?
Because all of the tribes in Peru, in the Peruvian rainforest, already been in contact with civilization. People here, they speak their own dialect, which is the Yagua dialect. Totally different than Spanish, but for sure they do speak Spanish. Not a very clear Spanish, but we understand each other. Maybe 500 people together in this kind of house. This is
Cocamera.
how it used to be in the past, Cocamera. But it was well divided inside, so each family had their own part. They used to sleep on the floor, they used to sleep on hammocks made out of palm fiber, but not anymore. You know, because of the Spaniards, they started a trip up in the Andes of Ecuador around 1542, because they've been told that somewhere along, in the jungle, there is a city with a lot of gold. El Dorado. So their idea was to find the gold and then to go back to town again. But because of the strong current, They couldn't go up against. They couldn't go upstream, so they kept going down the Napo River. Along the way, they met most of the tribes living by the edge of the river. So the Yago is one of them. All right. At the very beginning, they were nice people, but then they were killing our indigenous people, fighting each other. But at the same time, they brought disease. So our indigenous people were dying. And many other creatures. The scourges used to go all the way down to the bottom, right? Always barefoot. That's why the scourges were going all the way down to the bottom. And the hairdress to keep away mosquitoes. They never go like, I mean, if they're out hunting, they never go like killing the mosquitoes. With the hairdress, they just go like this to get rid of them, right? They were so smart. Yaguas means red people. Red people. And they look a little bit red because they use something called achote. Achote or Vix aureliana is the botanical name. They open up this fruit. There is many seeds in it. They rub the seeds and they get the red paint. They paint their faces. They paint their clothing to keep away mosquitoes. All right, it's a mosquito repellent for them. And because of the long hair dress, the Spaniards confused them for women. From a long distance, they look like women. You know, once they saw these people, they were like, oh my God, there they are, the Amazonas girls, you know, like in the great mythology, right? And because of the Yaguas, they name a river Amazon. So they believe in Mayantu, and for them it's some kind of a spirit in the rainforest. They have one big party every year in honor to this god, all right? So this party lasts about 1 week. 1 week before the party, the men, they go into the forest in search of animals, such as monkeys or either tapirs. You know what a tapir is? They're in the horse family.
Yeah.
Rodents, such as pacas, agoutis, and capybaras maybe. So they bring it over here, so they can eat during the Mayantu party. When the men are out, the ladies also, I mean, they play a very important job in the tribe because they need to prepare the beer. Do you know the name of our local beer? Chicha is up in the Andes, made out of corn. But in the rainforest we have Masato. Masato. Do you want to know how they make this beer?
Yeah.
All right, Masato is made out of yucca. Do you know yucca?
Yes.
Yucca or tapioca roots,
Yeah.
right? Or manioc or cassava. So the ladies peel off the yuccas, then they boil it for at least 40, maybe 45 minutes. And right after they boil it, they put all this yucca on a wooden base, very much like the one over there, but the one is upside down. All right? They put a lot of all these boiled yuccas on this wooden base. Then the ladies sit around this wooden base. Piece of stick on hand, then they start pounding. So when everything becomes like a mashed yucca, they're gonna get a handful of the mash and they put it in their mouths. And then they will start chewing. So when everything becomes mixed with their saliva, they will spit it back into the same mash again.
Ew.
Another handful of the mash in their mouths, they chew it up, spit it back in, another handful of the mash, and then they keep doing it from, I would say, like for half an hour. So right after they chew at least half of the mash, they will put it into a clay pot. Banana leaf right on top, and they will leave it in there for 1 week to ferment. So the saliva makes it ferment. All right. After 1 or 2 days, this Masato beer, it is good for the kids as milk. But after 1 week of fermentation, it is already good for adults. They grab a piece of gourd, river water, handful of the mash, they mix it up, and this is what they invite to people. This is what they drink. And the leftovers they give into the chickens, so then you see the chickens walking sideways. All right, but anyway, Masato is the name of this beer. Once they have the beer, once they have the meat, Mayantu party is on. They start dancing, drinking, eating. For sure they get drunk, they sleep, they wake up, keep drinking, keep eating for for a week. From time to time we join them, but not for the whole week, just for a couple of hours. But most people laugh at them because they're completely drunk.
Look at the dog is behind him.
You can see how a real blogan look like. This was made by Palacios, right? And it works 100%. It works 200% well. They're so good with it. And for them, it works better than a shotgun. Why is that? Because if they ever use a shotgun, it makes too much noise, right? And you scared all of the animals in the forest. But by using a blowgun, it's very quiet. That if you miss the first shot, you can have a second chance, a third chance, well, many chances, right? So this blowgun is quite long, but it's not only one piece of wood. There's two pieces tied together. So in order to make a blowgun, they go into the forest in search of the Pucuna caspi tree or blowgun tree. They need two pieces, two very straight pieces. So once they get the two pieces, before they put them together, they make a channel in each piece of wood first. So then when they put them together, it forms a tube like this, with the hole already in it, right? Then they use in the bark of the philodendron vine. It's all wrapped with philodendron bark. This is a piece of balsa wood. This is the site. This black dot is the site. Then they collect sand from the riverbanks of the Amazon. They put the sand through the hole, and then with a stick they just back it in to make it very, very smooth. And it works. The sand works as a sandpaper, right? And this is how they make this blowgun, which is not easy. For them, it takes maybe 2 weeks to make a blowgun like this. And I'm gonna let you look through a big tree called the Capac tree. And this one is good. This cotton is good for making pillows and mattresses, all right. But for the dart, works for the air pressure. By having the cotton here, this dart might go 50, maybe 60, maybe 70 feet away, fast and straight. Without a cotton, maybe 10, 15 feet away. All right. And this is a little bag where they keep the cotton. Now these people, they have access to knives and machetes. But before knives and machetes, what they were using for sharpening the darts. And this one is a sharpener. Look at this. See? Here.
Wow, it's a piranha.
Look at this, very sharp right now. This is how they do it.